Hey, we're gonna make some ducks, rice and gravy. We have, I think there was 3 wood ducks and looked like a couple of teal and a bunch of gizzards. I halved the ducks. Duck is a pretty thick, fibrous meat, so I always recommend that you soak it in your spices for as long as possible. That allows the meat to absorb some of that spice and gives it a lot better taste whenever you bite down into that breast. So. Here's a list of the spices, or not a list, but here's a view of the spices that we're going to be using. And I always try to let that, let it soak overnight, but at a minimum, a couple of hours. The longer, the better. And I'll mix it up and show you what it looks like before we put it in the fridge. Okay, there's all mixed up in our soak. We're gonna refrigerate that, cover it, refrigerate it, let it soak up all those goodies, and we'll take a look at it tomorrow. All right, we're gonna make some ducks and gravy. Our ducks have been soaking overnight. They ought to be good and spicy. Black iron skillet. We're gonna put a little bit of olive oil in the bottom. First thing we're gonna do is brown our ducks, and that's gonna be the base of our gravy. So very important, and you got to do it right. Can't do it too fast. Don't want to do it too slow. So it's kind of something you got to get a feel for. So we'll show you that when it's in progress. And again, first step is just browning those ducks. Okay, we got our first batch in there, browning. My pot's not big enough, so I'm gonna brown them in stages. So no big deal. I'll just take these out, put them in a little pot or another little bowl, and brown them in stages. Everything will end up in the black iron skillet. I'm also going to put some sausage in there. I'm going to fry some sausage up first and put it in there. Not for the volume of meat, because we're going to have plenty of meat, but more for the taste. So just a couple pieces of sausage, give it a little bit of a smoked sausage flavor to add to the complexity of the flavors we're gonna pull out of those ducks. So once this batch gets brown, I'll show y'all what that looks like. All right, our first batch is good and brown. You look at all of that yummy goodness in the bottom. That's going to be the base for our gravy. All the trimmings and the droppings of that, of browning them. Black iron skillet is almost required for this part. I don't know how you make the gravy without it, but without using that chili gravy mix. But anyway, going to put the next batch in, and we'll show you what that looks like in a sec. Here's our second batch browning. I left one of them whole. Eli likes to eat a whole duck. You don't like when I cut them in half if you can't figure out where the breast and the legs are and stuff. So always one left whole for Eli. Sausage is about fried up. We're going to throw that in there as well. Really the only thing left on the browning process is the gizzards. They don't brown too good, but I still try to fry them a little bit before adding the beef stock to the gravy. So stay tuned. We'll show you what it looks like in a second. Our gizzards are brown. Everything is brown. I ran out of room in my black iron skillet, so I'm going to move everything to the Magnalite. No biggie. The magic of the gravy making is done in the black iron skillet. So I'm going to put the sausage, ducks, and gizzards. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm going to transfer the gizzards, but also the trimmings, we call them, down in the bottom. This is, I guess, what falls off the meat whenever you're browning. This is the base of your gravy right there. You want to make sure and get all of that goodness transferred over. This little spoon here is awesome because it has that flat edge. You can scrape the bottom of that iron skillet and get all that goodie off of there. But I'm going to transfer everything over right here, and we're going to add a little bit of beef stock. You can add water, but I like to put a little beef stock, and we'll show you how much and what that looks like here in a second. All right, we got everything transferred over to the Magnalite, to the liquid. So you can use water. I use beef broth, and I'm probably going to put about 2 cups of beef broth, maybe 3 in here, to simmer everything for about the next 4 or 5 hours. I always add just a touch of crab boil, and when I mean a touch, I mean like an eighth of a teaspoon, because that stuff can be overpowering, but I like a little hint of crawfish flavor to my duck. I don't know why, just something we like. To thicken it up, I'll put, not much because we're not making gumbo, but just a little bit, about a teaspoon of roux, and that's going to thicken the gravy up some. And don't forget bacon. Hell, you should put a piece of bacon in everything that you cook. So bacon is good stuff, and I don't know, throw a piece of bacon in there, you won't be sorry. So we'll put all that together, put the lid on it, let it simmer on about number 2 for the next 4 or 5 hours, and we'll see y'all then and show you what it looks like when it's done, and then we'll plate it up for you. Here's what it looks like finished. Yummy, yummy. Rice is cooked. Eli's hungry.
Yes, very.
Ready to eat?
Yes. Yes.
30 more minutes.
No. Wait, no, 30 more minutes.
Looks good. Alright, here's what she looks like. Rice and gravy, duck, sausage, gizzards. Really didn't need any seasoning, but we put some Tabasco on it because put Tabasco on everything. Some fresh banana peppers out of the garden, and we're gonna eat. Hope y'all enjoyed.
I don't know what I'm supposed to say. Very good.
Very good?
I say extremely.
Or great? I don't know.
Very.
Use better adjectives.
Extremely great. Very
Extremely great. Looks good. Why do you have your duck and your rice separate?
Because then all the bones get in rice, and then I eat the bones, and then the meat gets mixed up.
You're supposed to eat bones and all, dude.
I don't know if you could.
Bone marrow is very healthy.
No. Well, yeah, that's not bone though. It's like, isn't that liquid bone?
Liquid bone.
Oh shit.